Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer RANT. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about the movies, obviously. There are TV shows, merchandise, and I don't know, whatever the case may be. So I just thought I'll just talk about this. Because, well, might as well, I guess. Might as well. So here we are, I suppose. Ugh, what am I doing? I mean, really. I just want to do just, yeah, just I was just want to do something else at this point. So I'm reviewing A Little Princess. That's the title of this film, folks. It's an animated short. Yeah, I've covered so many knockoffs, bootlegs, whatever you can call them, over the years. I'm not gonna go over every single one I've reviewed over the years, but there's quite a few. This could easily be its own video if I really wanted to. But holy hell, there's a lot of them. This feels like torture. Is that why this was made? All of these? Just to piss me off. I feel like they were custom made just to piss me off. Ugh. And that's what I feel with this one. It feels like it's a rip off of something. I'm not quite sure, but it feels like they're trying to rip off something. I'm not quite sure what that is, but there you go. I didn't review. This is probably the only film on that packet keep bringing up. I didn't already review. This is probably the only one I haven't reviewed. But I wouldn't be review it from that one set anyway. And in case you don't know, it's this set right here, folks. This is probably the only one in this set that I have not previously reviewed. So I'm just gonna go for it. Just might as well just do them all, I guess. While I'm at it.
Eat it! Ate it!
The thing is that, as I mentioned previously, Disney is known for making these types of princess movies. And yes, of course, some people would use this as an opportunity to kind of capitalize on it. The basic rundown, at least from this set, is that yeah, it was Snow White, which I did review. It was awful. It's so bad. And of course, there was Disney's version of Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs, which I still believe to this very day is definitely one of the best out there. And then for the next, yes, obviously there was the Pocahontas, well, at least their version of it anyway. And yes, it's bad. And yes, I do realize that the Disney's version of it had some controversy for some absurd reason. But my only real issue with this, the ending, because it felt rushed. And then as for the other movies in this set, of course, is Cinderella. Again, their version of it. And yes, it was pretty boring. And yes, I would say that aside from the alleged sexism from the original film, it's still viewed as a classic, which I would say that it definitely is a classic. And then the other one I reviewed from this set is, of course, The Little Mermaid. Their version of it is bad. It's not interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong either. It's not that Disney's version of The Little Mermaid is without faults, because there's definitely quite a few. Like, for example, when she pretty much gave up her voice, how is it that Ariel never wrote down a letter or anything that she was the one that saved Eric? That was a huge plot hole. And how is it that we was able to see sunlight down deep in the ocean floor? That would have been literally impossible. So how is that happening? Why does Ursula hate the king so much? Did he do something to her? What happened here? It's never explained ever. What's their backstory exactly? What's going on here? Also, why does the king hate humans so much? That's also never explained either. Is this something that humans have been doing to the wildlife above? So, if anything, how do you know that if that's the case? I don't know. How can Ariel say she's in love if that's the first time she ever met Eric? How is it that literally no other human ever heard her singing? That's like never happened. And her sisters never went out to search for her like ever, because considering the fact that she was out for a good while, wasn't she? It must have taken a good minute for anyone to realize she's gone. And speaking of the sisters, why is it that only the villain only went after her? Why not the rest of them? And how is it that Ariel would know how food tastes like? She would need food eventually, right? It's not like she had any human food when she was a mermaid down the sea, right? So, I mean, it's just so many questions. I'm just, my head. Al, just okay. Anyway, back to this set. Yeah, I'm just reviewing the last movie on here finally. I'm reviewing the last one. And like I said before, Disney is known for making princess movies, so that's kind of why I want to do this. And these animated movies had something to do with Good Times Entertainment, which I briefly talked about in the previous videos. And this set specifically was released by a different company, of course. And the other company, of course, I spoke about multiple times already in previous videos, and is this company here, folks. And they made some good stuff. And they are known for releasing these multi packs. I mean, they all can't be winners, of course. Yes, I realize I'm 6 minutes into this video, and I still didn't talk about the plot. And that's probably because of the fact that there's not really much to it, really. There's hardly anything I can mention about the story. Just very bare bones. I mean, yes, it's a short animated feature, just like the others I reviewed from this set, sure. But so what? So what if it's really short? That doesn't matter. And you can still make a good story out of it, even if it's short. But anyway, with a little princess, there's nothing. There's really anything really, like hardly at all. I mean, what? Just because you think it's a kids movie, you should just basically just have a half baked thing product here, folks, and that's it. Let's barely put any effort into it, and just call it a day, and just expect kids not to notice anything. It's just whatever. Just because it's a kids movie, that's no excuse, like at all. Oh, monkey, what are you doing outside? You're just goofing around like always. Ugh. So, let me finish this thing here. Ugh. All right, let's talk about the plot, I guess, and just get this trash out the way, shall we? Whatever. Okay. The main character is this little girl named
Sarah.
who loves her father with all her heart because he's like the best dad in the world. He would do just about anything for her, understandably. So, unfortunately, things get rather complicated for the character. Yeah, this little girl sent off to this place, and yeah, there's like this whole thing with the squirrel girl, and she pretty much has been sent away, so to speak. It's like a boarding school kind of a thing that she has to deal with. And the thing is that there's also this individual, this old hag, so to speak, this old bat. And yes, of course, she's pretty much the villain of the story. Obviously, as a result, the main character
Sarah.
has to find a way to pretty much improve her life because this is not easy. Yeah, of course, she does have friends, and she does tell the story of this little princess. And this princess in her story, let's just say that it's also going through a struggle. And yes, obviously, this can be used as a way to promote the idea that her and her friends, they can make it out somehow. Yes, it's quite clear that,
Sarah.
yes, precious little Sarah over here definitely wants to get out and it's a struggle. And of course, she wants to hear anything about the father character because her father is busy doing his thing. But that's about it, really. There's not really much else to see about the story. There's nothing else to hear about the story because there's nothing much to talk about. It's very paper thin, if you don't call it that. And yes, of course, the main character, yeah, I really didn't like. Yes, the character here, she's not really written. I know I'm supposed to care for her. I know I'm supposed to feel sorry because she's been mistreated and just a poor little thing. Oh no, she must be rescued from this situation because it's so awful. It's not well written. And of course, the animation itself is not very good, like at all. Ugh, Christ. Mr. Monkey, I told you you're supposed to take out the laundry, and you didn't do that. Yet? What's taking you? Uh, you're just a bum. You're a lazy bum, that's what you are. Anyway, like I was saying, folks, the animation itself isn't very good, really, because of the fact that it felt like there's not a whole lot of money placed into it, really. But that seems like an excuse, because even if it's low budget, you could still find a way to work around it in some kind of way. I've seen low budget movies, and I've reviewed low budget films that worked around their limitations and their productions, but yet they found a way. So it's like, what's your excuse? Yes, I know, this is something for kids, but still, though, that's no excuse whatsoever at all. And it just, wow, just seems really lazy. When you think about it, it's so lazy. And Mr. Monkey, are you looking for work? I told you should be working for work. Told you, just yeah, go get a job. Just go and get. Just go and get. You lazy bum. Just go and get. You're annoying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this movie's terrible. But yeah, folks, I didn't like the music, really, folks. And the music is very well composed, really. I know it was trying to come off like enchanting because this is supposed to be a princess movie and whatnot, but it still didn't work like at all because there was nothing really great about this whatsoever, like at all. So it felt in that department as well. The whole thing with having a bad movie with good music that happened before. I've seen a bad movie or two with great music. I can't even say that here. Unfortunately, it's not even here like that whatsoever. Ugh, what the hell? Hey, you can't have those bananas. You're not allowed to have those bananas, monkey. Told you to do your chores. You just won't listen. You never listen to me. God, what is your problem? I mean, really, put those bananas back where you found them and then finish your chores. And then maybe if you be a good little boy, maybe you can have them as a reward, as a payment or something. I don't know. Anyway, so the voice acting is okay, I guess. The voice acting is whatever, it's passable. I've heard worse. But the voice acting is very passable, I suppose. It doesn't really do a fantastic job of anything, really. But that's like the only okay thing that this movie does is that his voice acting is okay. It's not spectacular, but it gets the job done, I guess. All right, Mr. Monkey, I got some for you. Yeah, I really do. Just be patient. I got some for you. Yes, I do. See, you're supposed to use this for the toilet. Yeah, that's what you get. All right, in closing thoughts is that obviously this is something that was not worth my time. Yes, it's short. Yes, of course. But even then, I felt it was too long. It was just can't just be over yet. It's just whatever. I want it to be over. It was way too long. It felt too long. Even if it's barely under an hour. Well, at least I'm done with this set. I was gonna say that. At least I'm done with this set. I don't have to come back to this. I'm done with this set. I'm done. I'm finished. I'll give this an overall rating of a 4.7 out of 10. It's a 4.7 out of 10. As always, thanks for watching, and I'm going to win these. Yep, I'm doing this again. I like the place, I'm just saying. So, anyway, see ya.